morning. Hi, it's Sunday morning, June 19th, Juneteenth, and I'm Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert, a little bit of an extended concert today. I see people are starting to file in. I don't see any names yet. Oh, there's Keith Shaw. Hey, Keith. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to have you back. Ann Mintz is here, and Heidi McClure out there in Colorado. Pam Zappardino and Bernd Bookman in Germany, and Warren and Janelle and Marshall Lowe. Hello to you all. Michael DeSanctis in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And Ann Caston in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, maybe. And Mike Verbeck in Pittsburgh. Charlie Bryant in the People's Republic of Montgomery County in Maryland. Aretta Wauck and Ron Baker here in the Philly area. John Hubner in Lima, Ohio. How do I know all these things? Deb Leiby Clark in Ambler, PA. And Big Dan Daniel in, I forget which suburb it is again. I should know, I was just there. So I clank you in a good morning and welcome you aboard. And I have a bunch of songs for you today, some that I've chosen and some that you've chosen. Michael Tiersten is here. And Michael Anthony Wood in southwestern Oklahoma, and Terry St. James. So to all of you who might be fathers, Paoli for Dan Daniel, thank you. Kathy Marzik is here. For all of you who may either be fathers or have had a father, or in my case didn't have much of a father, but I appreciate the people who did have good fathers. Happy Father's Day to you. But we're going to open this one up not with Father's Day, but with a little tribute to Juneteenth. This song was written by Gil Turner during the civil rights era of the 1960s. There's a man beside me walking. There's a voice within me talking. There's a word that needs a saying. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. They will tell their lying stories, send their thugs to beat our bodies. They will lock us in their prisons. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. All their thugs, they'll lie rotten. All their lies will be forgotten. All their prison walls will crumble. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. If you feel you can't go farther, take the hand of your sister or brother. Every victory leads to another. Carry it on. Carry it on. There's a man beside me walking. There's a voice within me talking. There's a word that needs a saying. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. A little something for Juneteenth, in the hopes that someday we will all be treated as equals. It ain't yet. I see Karen Beatty is here. Karen, I read that article about you, and then I went and hunted up your Snake Bits essay and read that. That was wonderful. Folks can, if you go to Karen's page, you might be able to find it. I might share it to my page. Who knows? Didn't get to do that this morning yet because it's a busy morning. Rita Rubin is here. Hi, Rita. Mike Miller. Seeing who I might have missed. Debbie Moore is here, and then we'll keep on rolling down here. Zap is here. Hi, Zap. Rhonda Scott Merrick. And Warren told me that Linda Worster is here, so we might as well give a shout out to the Invisibles. The Invisibles are Linda Worster, Kit Sarikaku, who's probably asleep right now in Oahu, Kate Mack, Judith Fox, Joel Biget, Mario Prue, Invisible Rubenstein, and maybe others. And more folks are checking in. Mary Beth Soares and my good friend Cozy Sheridan. Cozy will be, and Charlie will be, Cozy and Charlie are both there, and they will be on Tuesday morning, but I'll remind you of that in the announcements, which are to come. So I'm going to switch out guitars here. That's the drop D guitar, the big bass of the Martin OM18 Authentic. And then we're going to go back to the Prue. This next one is a new one. I just learned this for our good friend Carol Pred, who is here also. There's a lot of jazz standards that I don't know, but I could learn to know, for all we know. And this one is called For All We Know. So that's For All We Know. And I might even be able to tell you who wrote it. Let me take a quick look here. If Carol doesn't beat me to the punch, what would I need to have here? I would need this thing here. Fred Coots with a lyric by Sam Lewis. Now let me get back organized here, back to my actual page. So that is For All We Know. Next up, this one is for Biggie, Big Dan Daniel. And hey, and Donnie Galea. Hi, Don. And I saw somebody else was here. Bunny Barnes is here. Amy Farabee. Brian Kuiper. People are filing in. Charlie. Oh, David Arthur Ratcliffe. Hey, David. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm still waiting for you to send me a MP3 of your guitar playing, buddy. So this one, I've never sung this before, and so I'm going to be kind of reading the lyrics. Wish me luck. And it's a song. When you hear the name of it, you think it's a children's song, but it's actually a hobo song, and a kind of hobo song about what would be the hobo's utopia, So it's called The Big Rock Candy Mountain. Now one evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, well, down the track came a hobo hiking. Instead, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away beside the crystal fountains. So come with me and we'll go see the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars are all empty and the sun shines every day, and the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, the lemonade springs and the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Now in the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. The farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. Oh, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall, the wind don't blow, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Now in the Big Rock Candy Mountains, you never change your socks, and the little streams of alcohol come trickling down the rocks. The brakemen have to tip their hats, and the railroad bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and of whiskey too. You can paddle all around them in a big canoe in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Now in the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the jails are made of tin, and you can walk right out again as soon as you are in. And there ain't no short-handled shovels, no axes, saws, or picks. Now I'm going to stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the Turk that invented work, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. I'll see you all this coming fall in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. The Big Rock Candy Mountains, and I can probably tell you who wrote that too. Since I'm in a Bunny Barnes kind of mood, I'll tell you the history of everything I do today. Let's see here. Give me a second. And it was I'm pretty sure it was a kind of hobo guy who wrote it. I'm looking. Harry McClintock. And you can find it on YouTube if you want to hear the original. So let me get back on my page again. Next up, I have to disabuse myself of that flat pick and see if I can get my fingers working. Might be tough, might be a hard one to do. So I know what I'll do. I'll read you some announcements. So here's the thing. So I said the Invisibles. As always, there's a PayPal link there and a Venmo link. Those aren't actually links, but you can copy them down because they're up there all the way through the concert. They are always contributions are always appreciated but never expected, and I am still scheduled to be at Old Songs at the end of this week if I continue to dodge the COVID bullets, which have downed so many of my friends. And there's some question about that right now, but I'll be testing later today. And you know, watch it out there. Wear masks if you can, because they may tell you that the numbers are down, but anecdotally, almost everybody I talk to is being exposed or already has COVID or whatever. So it's got me a little. I've got the heebie-jeebies about it myself. And then scheduling-wise, I will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm pretty sure. And Cozy and Charlie will be on Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. You can go to Cozy Sheridan's page to find that, and it is always a joy. I'm always happy to see that. And then I'll be back on Wednesday at 3, and then we will discuss what happens after that. Okay? I see lots of people. Aisling Bain is here, and Jim Moore, my old buddy, and Marjorie Sprouse is in on YouTube. I guess John is probably at the Quaker meeting. We had to cancel. I had my gig with the Girls from Mars, and two of them, you know, it was a 5-piece band. Besides, I was going to be the special guest. 5-piece band. 3 of them ended up with COVID, and I'm not sure about the other 2 yet. So they canceled their tour of indoor gigs. And I was not with them at a rehearsal or anything. I have my own issues. But so I'm hoping everything will be okay for those guys. Anyhow, I said that. Okay, so next up, I should have been warming up here. Let me see if there's anybody else I'm forgetting to say hi to. I think I said hi to Brian Kuiper and Aisling Bain, Jim Moore, Charlie Bryant, and Tom Albright. Hi, all you guys. And so I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for joining me. This is a little instrumental that I wrote a while back. Coincidentally, it's called Raleigh's Rag. that's Raleigh's Rag. And Keith Kling out there in Utah says there is a mountain in Utah called Big Rock Candy Mountain, and it's beautiful. I didn't know that. Thanks for checking in here, Keith. So that's that one. Now, I have a couple more for you, and they are both originals, and one of them is a new original, which hardly any of you have ever heard. And I wrote this song last winter. I started writing it when our good friend David Surratt passed away in the fall, and I was thinking about him a lot, as well as others who we have lost. Oh, since you're gone, I think of you up there in the great beyond, or who knows where. And now and then I'll say hello, but if you hear, you never let me know. Up where you are, time never ends. Way down here, I'm losing friends. Here on earth, nothing stays the same. We're here and gone, like tears in rain. Here and gone, like tears in rain. Another friend, another loss. We give our love, we pay the cost. He leaves the stage, we say goodbye, and we're left here to wonder why. Up where you are, time never ends. Way down here, I'm losing friends. Here on earth, nothing stays the same. We're here and gone, like tears in rain. Here and gone, like tears in rain. I know someday my time will come, a gust of wind, and I'll be gone. And though I don't know how or when, I'd like to think I'll see you then. Here on earth, nothing stays the same. We're here and gone, like tears in rain. Here and gone, like tears in rain. So that's the latest, the newest song I've had the guts to trot out in front of an audience. So let me take another little look here, and then there's a requested song which I'm going to do. Thank you all. I want to thank you all for checking in today and hanging out with me. Steve Shapiro, hey man, good to see you. Some of you may know that they say steal from the best, and the line like tears in rain. Somebody can be the first one to write down which movie it is a quote from, and after the if nobody has done it by the time I finish the mantra, then I'll give you the answer. Warren Bendler and Janelle got it already. It's from Blade Runner. Long ago, let's get this right. On the road, long ago, when my ducks were all in a row, up on stage with an old friend, we sang our songs, we took a break, then I made my first mistake. My whole life's been up and down since then. I was standing there with a glass of beer, just taking in the atmosphere, when an old flame snuck in and stole a kiss. If I knew then what I know now, I probably would have known just how destiny would steal much more than this. Fate is such a funny thing. A life can turn on the beat of a butterfly's wing. Time so bitter, time so sweet. It all began on Hessler Street. From that day, my life changed. All my plans were disarranged. I was living under a spell. You know, I'd love to blame somebody else, but I had done this to myself. In time, I came to know it all too well. Summer went by in a flash. My former life had turned to ash. There was no one to whom I could return. And when the whole thing fell apart, there I sat with my broken heart, and one sad lesson to learn. Fate is such a funny thing. A life can turn on the beat of a butterfly's wing. Time so bitter, time so sweet. It all began on Hessler Street. Now if I could go back and take one more try at that first mistake, there's no telling where I'd be. But you roll the dice, you take your shot, you learn to live with what you've got. What might have been remains a mystery. Fate is such a funny thing. A life can turn on the beat of a butterfly's wing. Time so bitter, time so sweet. It all began on Hessler Street. Everything turned on Hessler Street. So Cynthia Heller is here. Hi, Cynthia. And all the rest of you who I love, thanks so much for joining me again. I will sing you a little. We haven't had, what haven't we had today? Well, we've had ragtime, we've had jazz, we've had folk music. I guess I just. Be happy, be healthy, be brave, be calm, be kind. It's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. Thank you so much for joining me. I see people piping up about Tears in Rain. Go on YouTube and search Tears in Rain Blade Runner, and you'll get the little clip. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm not sure it'll be as meaningful, but it's extremely powerful in the context of that extremely powerful movie. That's a great film. And there's a sequel which I enjoyed. Apparently Warren did not. But I like the sequel too. Because it was interesting. You know, the original came out in like 1973 or something, and it was set in 2019. So it was a special day when it became, whatever the date was, November something, 2019. So once again, thanks for joining me here. I hope to see you tomorrow, and have a beautiful, lovely day.